So let's back up a little bit with your personal playing. So you get your first lap steel guitar,
Mhm.
and at what point is this? This is like the mid '90s.
Yeah.
At what point did you feel like you had really gotten somewhere with it versus guitar and decided to mainly focus on lap and pedal steel?
Gosh, I was. I don't think I'm by any means a great player. Back then, I was terrible. But when you're in your mid-20s and you're just trying to do it,
Mm-hmm.
I think people are just really happy to see a young person playing some weird thing like that, trying to do it.
Yeah.
And those bands I played with, yeah, I think it was really cool of them to let me go out on the road and just learn as I went.
So you feel like you were like learning as you were touring.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you doing things to intentionally push yourself, or was just the playing in the band doing that?
There's all the playing and yeah, just practicing a lot at home and playing with as many people as I could. And I got some VHS instructional videotapes.
Did you take lessons as a kid? Did your parents put you in lessons when they got you that Yamaha?
I didn't know.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you were pretty much self-taught.
Yeah. There was a jazz guy in Savannah that I got with twice named Buddy Owens. Really sweet, great guy. And we just got together and he showed me some things on guitar. But that was before I got the pedal steel.
So one thing that I talked to Jason Neesmith about was just the intense focus that pedal steel requires. What do you think was your like ability to do that? Because I feel like that in and of itself, the ability to focus and stay so present is pretty unique especially like a rock musician. Not that it's unheard of or anything like that, but I
Right.
think there's such precision required that it really does require a different level of
Right.
focus.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a shorter attention span than most, I think. But as far as that went, I just loved it. I just made myself do it just because I just love the sound of it. And
It would
it was
just
just,
you hyper focus on
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as looking like you see a steel player and they're rarely like looking around and smiling. They're usually just
Yeah.
focused on what they're doing.
Yeah. I think I've taken photos of you that you didn't even know I was
Oh,
taking.
totally.
Like
Yeah.
right up in
Right.
So at what point did you tell me what happens with the Star Room Boys? Because I don't think that's a story a lot of people know. Where does that go? You guys are touring,
We put out 2 records, and then Dave, the singer, he said he just didn't want to do it anymore, so we split up. Yeah, and I'm not even sure what year it was. It was like 2002, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the time that you start to play with the Truckers a little bit again, right?
No, that wasn't until I played.
You played on some of the Decoration Day sessions.
I did.
Right?
I
Okay.
played on 4 or 5 songs on Decoration
Yeah.
Day, and then they asked me to play with them out in Colorado for a New Year's Eve, 2 or 3 shows run at the Fox.
Hmm.
And so that was at the end of 2005.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, that was like right when I think around the time I first saw y'all.
okay. And then they took one trip to Europe without me because I guess it had already been planned and they didn't have money to take me. So they did that without me, and then I played everything else from then until when I split and whenever that was, the end of 2012 or
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.